Good evening. That's a great looking basil plant, isn't it? Well, Peter had the idea that we should make pesto. So I'm going to cut some of these branches and we'll get started. So there's one. Aren't they beautiful? How big they are. And two, and for good measure, I'm going to take a little piece of this one too, because I just want to make sure I have enough. I need 2 cups of the leaves. So there we have it. See how pretty they are? Really pretty. Okay, I'm going to turn this around. Sorry, you don't need to look at my yard. I just need to turn it around. Hi, I'm Debbie, and we're keeping it simple with Testa's Pantry. So it is beautiful out after starting the day with a lot of rain. So we are going to make pesto, and it's really very easy. So we're going to quickly come into the kitchen and rinse these off, and and they smell so good. There's nothing like basil. And pesto is really easy to make. So I'm going to put those in the sink. I'm going to put this up here. And I better move the bottle over just a touch. So we're going to use Nocellara. The Nocellara is what we prefer for pesto because it doesn't fight with the basil or anything. So that's our Nocellara, EVOO. And it's smooth and buttery, and it works really well with anything to do with garlic or anything flavored like this. So we're rinsing these off, and then I'm going to break off the leaves. And like I said, we need 2 packed cups. So we're just going to put these right in the food processor. Well, I'm going to use the chopper because the chopper is going to be a little bit easier. This is a small batch. You can make a larger batch, up to 8 cups, but we're going to use 2 cups of basil right now, and you have to, you adjust the ingredients according to proportions. So we have, there's not quite a cup. We use a clove of garlic, and so 2 cups of packed basil, a clove of garlic, 2 tablespoons of toasted pignole nuts, just a pinch of salt, and a 1/4 cup of Nocellara. And that's what we're going to put into this little, okay, all right, so that's a packed cup. We'll put that in there, and then we're going to push it down around the blades so we don't cut ourselves, and then we will do the rest. So this will be the other cup. And you don't really want to use the stems, but if a little bit of stem gets in there, it's okay. A little bit of stem they have a lot of flavor too. And some recipes actually call for some basil stems, just for the flavor. Okay, there we go. So we have 2 cups of packed basil, a clove of garlic, 2 tablespoons of toasted pignole nuts. Now I toasted these just in a pan on the stove. So I'll put that in. And I have to dry my hands to do a pinch of salt, otherwise I'll have salt everywhere. All right, just a pinch, tiny little pinch, not a lot. All right, so there's a pinch of salt, and 1/8 of a teaspoon technically, but use a pinch. Okay, and then 1/4 cup of our Nocellara EVOO. This is the glue that holds it together. All right, so there's 1/4 cup. See how nice and green it is? It's so fresh. It's beautiful. It's a really extraordinary extra virgin olive oil. You can get it directly from us on our website, or you can go to any of our local shops. All right, I'm going to put the cover on this and blend it up, and it should only take a couple of minutes, but I might have to scrape it down a little bit. This mixer goes very quickly. All right, I'm going to scrape it down because it didn't all mix that well. And we have to get it all completely blended. See, right now, it's chopped, it's getting there, but it's not completely the way we want it. You want to have it like a paste. That's the consistency that you want to have when it's all said and done. Now, pesto can be used for a number of things, not just pasta. It can be used, it's really nice on chicken or on pork chops to get it ready to marinate. It's also really good to oh, see, now it's coming. It's really beautiful. All right, I'm just gonna give it one more whir, and then that should do it. It's also really good to make meatballs with. I found a recipe that you use ground turkey, and you mix pesto with breadcrumbs, and that's it. It's very easy. All right, so I'm putting in 2 tablespoons of Locatelli, and I'm just going to mix that up, and I'm going to put it in a bowl so you can see what it looks like. And this is pretty much, I know my mom used to put pesto in ice cube trays. I don't have them anymore because, you know, we have the ice maker in the fridge. I should have some to make pesto with. And then each ice cube tray, or each ice cube or pesto cube, would be good for a pound of pasta, or would be good for marinating a pound of chicken. All right, so there it is. That's probably the equivalent of 2 ice cube trays. But I hope you have the opportunity to make some pesto and enjoy. The basil is plentiful this summer. So thank you, and hope to see you soon.